In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use layout pages on Squarespace 7.1 Fluid Engine. Layout pages in Squarespace are a simple way to build polished sections without starting from a blank canvas. Instead of manually creating every block from scratch, you can choose a pre-built layout, add it to your page, and then adjust it using the Fluid Engine editor. This is especially useful when you want a professional design structure for areas like features, team members, introductions, or about sections. To begin, open the page you want to work on inside your Squarespace website editor. Once you are viewing the page, click Edit. This puts the page into editing mode, so you can make changes directly on the canvas. After clicking Edit, you should see the page become interactive, with section controls and editing options appearing as you move around the page. Now take a moment to decide where you want the new layout to appear. You might want it near the top of the page, between two existing sections, or closer to the bottom. When you have found the right location, click Add Section in that area. This tells Squarespace that you want to insert a new content section at that specific point on the page. After clicking Add Section, a sidebar will appear with different pre-built categories. These categories help you quickly narrow down the type of layout you want to add. For example, you may see categories such as Features, People, or About. Choose the category that best matches the purpose of the section you are building. If you are creating a section to highlight services or benefits, Features may be a good fit. If you are showing team members or staff, People may be more appropriate. If you are adding an introduction to your brand or business, About can be a helpful starting point. Once you select a category, Squarespace will show layout thumbnails for that category. These thumbnails are visual previews of different section designs. Look through the available options and choose a layout that matches your design goal. Pay attention to the general structure, such as where images appear, how the text is arranged, and whether the layout feels simple, bold, or more detailed. You do not need it to be perfect right away, because you can customize it after adding it to the page. When you find a layout that works for your page, click the section to add it. Squarespace will place that pre-built layout directly into the page location you selected. At this point, you should see the new section appear on your page, with placeholder content or existing layout elements ready to be edited. Now you can use the Fluid Engine grid to adjust the layout. Click and drag blocks to rearrange them within the section. You can move text, images, buttons, or other content blocks into different positions, depending on what the layout includes. Fluid Engine uses a flexible grid, so blocks can be repositioned with more control than older layout systems. As you move a block, watch how it aligns with the grid and with the other elements around it. You can also resize blocks by clicking and dragging their edges or corners. This is useful if you want an image to take up more space, make a text area wider, or create better spacing between elements. Try to keep the section balanced as you adjust it. The goal is to make the layout fit your content while still keeping the clean structure of the original design. Make sure it appears in the correct location on the page and that the layout supports the purpose of the content. When everything looks right, click Save. Saving your changes will apply the new layout to the page and preserve your adjustments. And that is all there is to it. You now know how to add and customize layout pages on Squarespace 7.1 using Fluid Engine.